Today we're going to talk a little bit about cognitive superagers, and I'm going to give you some insider tips for how you can up your chances to become a cognitive superager. So a superager is defined as somebody who is 90 plus years of age. They've lived such a nice long life, the one that we all aspire to. A cognitive superager is one who is at this advanced age, but also has maintained a high level of cognitive functioning. My aunt is 97 and she is one of these people. She is sharp as a tack. You ask her something from way back in the day and she remembers. You ask her something about an upcoming event, she knows the details. She can recall the names of people. She's phenomenal. That again is somebody that we aspire to be if we are lucky enough to make it into our 90s and above. So to be a cognitive superager, what is it that makes a person live this long and also be this sharp? Well, researchers from Northwestern University have done studies on brains of people who are cognitive superagers, and they have found that these people have large and healthy neurons in the second layer of the entorhinal cortex of the brain. So in many cases, their brains are as healthy as people who are decades younger than they. These people have also developed some type of a resistance to the fibrous tangles that are what form in the brain and help to create dementia and Alzheimer's disease. So clearly genetics plays a part in this, although what can you do if maybe you're not so genetically inclined? Well, actually, WebMD says that lifestyle is really a very important factor as well. And that makes sense. For somebody who abuses their body, continuously eats fast food, I don't know, doesn't exercise, all those things, obviously they're going to have a much greater challenge of living longer than people who do take care of themselves. So to find out more about cognitive superaging, the University of California at Irvine has undertaken the 90 plus study. They started this study in 2003, and this is an ongoing study that's still in process now. The idea behind the study is that the older population, is the fastest growing subgroup of population in the United States. And so as people are living longer, we want to know what it is that makes you healthy and live your best quality of life as you age like this. So this study has looked at over 14,000 participants since they started it in 2003. And some of the results that they have found are pretty interesting. For example, people live longer and have better cognition if they are moderate consumers of coffee and alcohol. Now, the researchers defined moderate as two of either an alcoholic drink or two coffees in a day. That's a surprising find because you really would think people, especially people who drink alcohol, would not do as well as somebody who is an abstainer. The next thing that the researchers found, and I'm happy about this, is that people who are slightly overweight from their 70s onward do much better as far as a cognitive superager as well. Now, I have to qualify this and say it's been shown in research that people who have a BMI of over 30 do not do well. They have actually triple the chance of having dementia or Alzheimer's disease. But what the researchers are finding is that if you're putting on, say, 5 pounds in a decade, and you do that in each of your succeeding years, starting in the decade of your 70s, that is not harmful and is actually more protective than for people who are either at the normal weight or who are underweight at that point. Cognitive superagers also engage in mental challenges. Now, you all hear, you've heard before about like, you should do puzzles and whatever. Yes, that is one component of it, but it also means that you're just challenging yourself by continuing to learn. Maybe you're taking classes and things that you're interested in. You're learning a new hobby. Those things stimulate your brain, and that helps with cognitive aging. Being active also contributes. Again, going back to that BMI of over 30, sedentary people, people who are not getting up and moving around and not exercising and doing those things, have a higher risk of dementia or Alzheimer's as well. So you need to be active. Now, the researchers defined activity, a daily activity, as being active about 45 minutes a day on an average. So I would say, get out there and take a brisk walk or go to the gym and work out. Do things like that to help keep yourself active. You can garden, anything that gets you up and moving. And then it comes as no surprise that another thing of among cognitive superagers is that they are social butterflies. And by that, they're surrounding themselves with people. Now, again, you don't have to be the life of the party and throwing a rager every night. But what you do need to do is be socially active. So maybe you're playing cards with a group of people, or I don't know, you're going to listen to music with other people that you can discuss, this with. You're joining a club, you're belonging to a social group that maybe it goes hiking together, things, like that. Just make sure that you are social, some type of social connection. And of course, this wasn't specified by the researchers, but I would tell you it's going to be better for you, again, if you have a healthy diet, if you have a healthy lifestyle as far as being active, um, you're not smoking, things like that. So just take care of yourself as you're aging as well. So the 90 plus study is continuing to recruit people. They have researchers who will contact you if you decided you were interested in being part of this study. The researchers will contact you twice a year. They want to know things about your medical history and medications that you're taking. They want to know about your activities and the things that you do on a normal day, on a routine basis kind of thing. The idea is that they want to correlate these types of things with how the brain functions. And so part of the study too is that you would need to be willing to donate your brain to their research after you pass away. So if you're interested in joining the 90 plus study, I am going to go ahead and put a link down below in the description for you to look at. I'm also going to put some of this research, the studies, and what they have found in the description as well. So thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up. And also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We put out informative videos and you don't want to miss one, so make sure you also hit that notification bell. So until the next video, stay active, stay healthy, get out there and be social, and take care. Bye.